people come to him, come to the way of Sultan al-Anbiya, most honored one and most glorified one, most praised one, in divinely present Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نويت الأربعين، نويت الاعتكاف، نويت الخلوة، نويت العزلة، نويت الرياضة، نويت السلوك، نوينا الصيام في هذا المسجد. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored us. In every moment there is an honor that dress his servants, and especially those who are abiding with the constitution of Holy Quran, with the constitution of a heavenly law. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them what an eye was not able to see and never an ear imagined to hear from his endless treasures. Don't say it is a repetition, but repetition is good because it teaches people and to keep them to remember and remind what they have heard. Anyone can speak, we have to listen to. The speaker can talk and the rest can listen. If you want to be a speaker, you can sit in my place or sit in the place of someone who is giving a talk. There is no here, no I have to speak, they have no right to speak. We are all equal. We are all, to the eyes of awliya Allah, to the eye of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to the eye of shuyukh, mashayikh or ashyakh, we are equal. الناس سواسية, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, كأسنان المشط. People are equal like the teeth of the comb, equal, same size, same character, same way it is done. All of us, Prophet ﷺ said, we are in the same, equal in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the rahmatullah. When he sent it, he shared everyone, mu'min or Muslim, shared them with that rahmah. Now, though some people might say, what will happen to those who make sin? We are not discussing that. There is rahmatullah for everyone. Everyone will get his share. When Allah sent, He doesn't look here or there. He dressed those people who are sitting together and sharing knowledge and expressing love of Allah and love of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we are here in order to remember. Remembrance is what benefits us. Sometimes we remember things and we don't remember others. But those who are open-minded and interested in what the speaker is speaking, they might write something to benefit them later. Look, one of our friends or students or young man had a mosquito bite or a bite on his leg, and they showed it to me today. They were telling me about it, and then it come infected and painful. I heard from Grand Shaykh many times. He said that a fly, black, this small fly, a fly will not come and sit on a hand or a leg of a person without carrying with it 70,000 rewards for that person. Especially those mu'mins and those Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we said in the suhbah in this morning, when he said to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, someone that I love you, he said, then prepare yourself for hard life, because the most one that has been abused, had a hard life, is Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, I am the most abused between prophets from my tribe. So tariqah is not candies in the end, but at the beginning it is like a stone. You get it from a mine, and it is a stone. What you do with it? You are not here. We crack it, not polish it. It is a stone. We crack it, then we polish it. They give you a stone and they say, this is for you. If you did not use your mind and use your heart, say, my Shaykh gave me a stone, and don't say to yourself, no benefit from it, it's worthless. No, you have to crack it. When you crack it with what? You are crack it with laser, burning stuff. To cut it is not cut it by hammering it. There is part of it to be hammered, but the most important is that burning light, the laser that comes through and cut the right angles. And the one who has to cut it has to be professional. He cannot cut from some place that destroyed the stone. He has to cut it from a right angle. Mashayikh, shuyukh, our shuyukh, they cut us from right angles. They crack us. They want to crack you, not to pamper you. When they crack you, the jewel comes. Without cracking, by laser, by hammer, by all means they have in the mine, they crack until they get the most expensive part. It's not? They might crack and in the wrong way, and many small pieces comes, but there is no value because they are very small. They have little bit value, like you can get when they crack a diamond. They come to the stone, but the dust, if they didn't crack correctly, it goes very small. They put it only on the rings and so on, which has to give a nice picture. So awliyaullah, they crack their followers. Don't expect from them they are going to give you candies, and you say to yourself, why he is treating me good and he is not treating the other one the same? Why he is not treating me good as he is treating someone else? No, you are different. He is different, and he is different. Everyone can take what the Shaykh knows how much that person can take, the capacity of that person. La yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Allah doesn't give you more than you take. So you take this much, He give you this much, little bit more, to give you the hardship. You cannot take it like last Eid. He asked me, he came to me after everyone was sitting and saying salam, came to me, he said, I am leaving to Dallas. I said to him, stay. He said, no, I have to go. I have someone coming from overseas. I said, stay with us and then go tomorrow. He said, no, in midnight. Or what was the time? Aisha time. I have to go. I said, okay, this is up to you. You go. You want to go, you go. from my side, I said, don't go. Something came to my heart from Maulana Shaykh, don't let him to go. He went. His capacity, they overloaded a little bit. So 1 second, not even 1 minute, 1 second before he arrived to Dallas, by how many hours?
2 hours, 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours or 2 hours. 1 second, because his ego wants to go, they made him to sleep. He slept 1 second and he found himself hitting the blocks.
Guardrail.
Guardrail.
The iron guardrails.
Iron guardrails. What's that?
Rail.
Rail. He hit the rail. And no one is injured, but they didn't find his daughter. They found her sitting on a rock on the side of the road and looking for them. Although they found out that from the window she came out and someone, as if he carried her and put her on the rock. How old was she?
She's now saying
11 years. Putting her on the outside the rain, after the rain. They were looking, and she said, calling on them, and she says she's sitting on the rock, and she said that someone came and put me there. They didn't harm him. Awliyaullah, they didn't harm, but Awliyaullah wants him to learn obedience, because this one, they love him. Awliyaullah, they love him. He's very generous. He and his family. So Allah saved him, but Awliyaullah, they want to crack him a little bit. Not too much. That's why Grand Shaykh, may Allah bless his soul, he said, I have 2 students when we were young, go visit him. Nazim Effendi, Hussein Effendi, in this way. Nazim and Hussein, another one. He was a Qutub, that person. I don't give order to anyone. Anyone ask me, I say do what you want. Whatever ilham comes to your heart, inspiration, you do. Because if they disobey my order, they are going to get punishment. For this one, because they love him, he disobeyed. So they press him, but with safety. Their order comes cracking the person, but with safety. They don't kill him. This one might be. So, Awliyaullah, they crack the stone in the right way. That's why one of our brothers who came last night had that pimple, not like pimple, but the mosquito, some bites, and his leg went swollen. So because they love him, they want to take all these difficulties that he is in and give him from themselves power, and because of that's why Grand Shaykh said, a fly doesn't come on a person but without Allah's, by angels' order to come, and if it bites, it's a reward. If it doesn't bite, even standing on your hand, you get 70,000 rewards. People, normal studies, people in common people, it doesn't make sense to them. But to Awliyaullah, it makes a lot of sense because they see what they are saying. Like the story I just mentioned it. don't go. No, he insisted to go. Okay, you go. He got the problem. So that's for our brother that had this problem. On the other hand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He is the one that choose and pick. He might sometime you try to go to doctors, you try to go to people to get you cure for an issue. It's okay because Allah is the one that cure, but you need the cause, sabab. You do what you have to do, and the rest you leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some families, Allah give them, they look at it as a hardship if something wrong in the family. But to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a reward. But it is very heavy reward. You are hearing? He's saying who? But we cannot understand. He understands. His tongue is frozen. There are a group of children that they call them abnormal. They are not abnormal. They are being held. They are on hold. One day will come, they open up. Because if Allah let him to open, he would say things that you cannot understand. These ones are blessed ones. The area that he lives in will be safe because of him. Where is he? Somewhere he is. There. You see? The family will benefit. He is benefiting because that tajalli, when it comes first on him. Then it's distributed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with his hikmah, many children like that, they are blocked through their tongues not to speak. Make sounds. That sound, it will bring out with it spiritual spiritual rays that reach everyone in the area. They are the barakah of the house. They are the barakah of the community that they are living in. Don't say, oh, we took him here, we took him there, when the permission come, that tongue will be released. There will come time that he and the others, their tongue will be released. By kun fayakun. It's not in the hand of a doctor. So when I heard him, I said I have to deliver that message to his family. So be happy that because of him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the whole family will go to paradise. Taking care of him is not easy. But they are dedicated, they are taking care of him. So when they crack you, they make you to, at the beginning you resist. Spiritually, if they are cracking you, like the stone at the beginning is hard to cut. They have to put laser on it, and then they cut, they hammer. So in spirituality, the hammer are the orders to accomplish, with some burning issues comes with it, that you will feel it's bad. But inshallah it will turn into polishing the heart of the listeners, and our shuyukh, they prepare them for inshallah give us by grant, wahban, without looking at our behaviors or our amal or anything or our sleeping, to give us wahban as a grant, nothing in return. And when you get a grant, they don't look at your from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wahban means you will be given without being asked, although you might have sins, but you will be given. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us without looking at our bad amals, because our actions are bad, and to listen to the order of mashayikh, and to try as much as we can to do our awrad. If you are busy, you can find time to do the limit, the lowest level, which is 1,500 Allah and 300 salawat on Prophet. Monday, Thursday, Friday, 500 salawat on Prophet. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah bless us. بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتحة. Okay.